The next topic that we find in the lesson, and this is something that I really want to get into, is the topic of biblical election. God's election in the Bible has nothing to do with predestination, as many would believe. We're not talking here about predestination in a certain sense. God has chosen how many for salvation? All are chosen. What does John 3:16 tell us? For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whosoever is an all-inclusive word. Because God does not violate our will. So when we're talking about God's election, first of all, we're talking that when it comes to salvation, it's for everyone. In theology, this is called soteriology, the doctrine of salvation. All right, how God saves us. All are chosen. All are on the map. Now, on the other hand, and this is something that I struggled for a while when I was younger, is about God's free will. Because God also has free will, doesn't he? I should hope so. God also has free will. And the fact that God has free will means that he has the freedom of choosing whoever he wants for certain roles. When it comes to salvation, God doesn't meddle with that. Everyone is chosen. Everyone should be saved. But when it comes to some certain roles, then some people are chosen. Determines God's usage of you and how you can be of service is not your ability or your disability, but your availability. That's it. Because the rest, while it could be important, a natural talent could be very important, very good, but if you're not available, it's for nothing. Romans 9:13, this is a very confusing text for many. Romans 9:13 tells us that God loved Jacob and he hated Esau. This, my friends, has no soteriological meaning. What I mean by that is the issue here isn't salvation. God didn't love Jacob for salvation and hate Esau, condemning him to death, eternal death, without a choice from Esau. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is that God chose Jacob for a specific role inside his plan. Does that make sense? God chose Jacob. He loved Jacob. This is classic Semitic literature. All right? God loved Jacob for a purpose. That doesn't mean that God hated Esau for him to die forever for no reason whatsoever, without a choice, without a say in the matter. That's not what we're talking about. The issue isn't salvation, but different roles inside the plan of salvation.